That's where I stay when I come to London, South East London, kind of Dulwich sort of area. There's a lot of knife crime, a lot of crime. I don't really know the solutions to that particular problem, but I think a start would be to maybe close the shops that sell the weapons in the first place. Now you get these high street shops that sell crossbows to guys in shell suits. Not these places. Shops that sell thousands of baseball bats every year, but have never sold any baseballs. Well, the Peckham Rye, Red Sox. I've not had a game in a while. I was in one of these places, done a bit of research, and the only security measure, if you want to buy a violent weapon, is you need to fill in a form leaving your name and address, so if anything happens, you can be traced for questioning. Now that's the theory, but which self-respecting nutcase buying a weapon would leave their real name and address? Well, I picture some police investigation team going through the book and saying, excuse me, shop owner, says here, you sold a samurai sword to Bert and Ernie from 24 Sesame Street. And some new guy cop, he'd get sent on a wild goose chase somewhere. Sesame Street not showing up on the sat-nav. Putting down the window for directions. Going, excuse me, mate, excuse me. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame? That's a wind-up, isn't it?
I still wear trainers and stuff. I never knew that was frowned upon, wearing sports gear, unless you're off to participate in a sporting activity. I still wear shorts, trainers, any excuse. I've got a neighbour, he always looks at me. He's always looking me up and down. He's always going, off to the gym, Kevin, off to the gym. I said, mate, why do you always ask me if I'm off to the gym? Well, just when I've seen your trainers there and your sports top. Off to the gym? No, I'm off to the garage to buy a Whisper, mate. It's not... It's not a fucking black tie event, mate. Off to the gym. I try and blend in. I'm quite a friendly guy. I've got a dog, for example, right? That's how you get to know your new neighbours, right? You become part of your local dogging community. I get a dog, right? That's your buddy. I get a dog. And you get in the park, dogs there. Other dogs come over, start to play with your dog. You pat the other dog and you get talking to the owner. Quite a sociable experience, right? I'm in the park. My dog's there. Another dog came over. Began to play with my dog, began sniffing my dog's arse and sniffing away. Having a fucking great time. I'm patting the other dog. And I said, and who's this? That's dog walker talk for what is your dog's name? That's how you strike up a bit of chat. I said, and who's this? And the guy goes, well, this is Diego. And I thought, oh, naming the dog after Diego Maradona, mate. That will explain the sniffing then, right? I thought that was the ideal thing to say. Fucking hilarious. I've got a voice in my head going, superb, Kev. An exemplary piece of patter. This'll be your bit in no time, Kev. I'm asking his dog for the paw of God, thinking this guy is going to spread the word. Oh yeah, I met Kevin Bridges in the park. The guy's funny as fuck, even off duty. The man's a scream. But the guy said no. He said, no, he's not named after Diego Maradona. We named him after Diego Rivera, the post-impressionist 19th century Mexican protest painter. Now, this was a game changer. I had fucking nothing for the guy. Wow, I looked him right in the eye. I cannot believe you've just done that to me, mate. I don't know what to say. I've never felt so homesick. A voice in my head going, this is not your bit, Kev. Go home. You don't belong here. You're a fucking fraud. The sniffing patter, that might cut it down your bit. This is the upper echelons of society. Think you're going to get away with that up here? Even his dog is looking at your dog as if my dad just fucking clamped your dad. And he just carried on with his day, and I'm left on my phone having to Google this arsehole. Under pressure, another fucking thing that I do not know has just been exposed. I'm on Wikipedia reading about this guy. Diego Rivera was a Mexican painter known for his large wall works in the style of fresco. I don't know what that means. Let's go back to the start, Kevin. Let's concentrate. Learning is fun. Come on, this is the kind of shit you need to know to hold conversations up in this park. Diego Rivera was a Mexican. You know what a Mexican is? Tequila, sombreros. Remember that big fajita? Remember that big blunt you rolled? The Mexicans would love you, Kev. Mexican painter. You know what a painter is? Your Uncle Kenny's a painter. Remember Uncle Kenny? Used to always sneak you and your cousins a can at Christmas. Remember? Uncle Kenny, how come Auntie Denise lives in New Zealand? Drink your fucking can, son. Remember Uncle Kenny? Known for his large wall works in the style of fresco. I don't know what fresco means. But fresco is highlighted in blue, meaning it's got its own Wikipedia page. Why not make an afternoon out of it? I click on that link. I've not even made it through the opening sentence of Diego Rivera's Wikipedia page, and I'm on another Wikipedia page reading about fresco. Fresco is a technique of mural painting executed upon wet or freshly laid lime plaster. I don't know what lime plaster is, but that is also highlighted in blue. Click on that link, Kevin. Is there anything that you do fucking know, Kev? Lime plaster. Lime plaster is a type of plaster composed of hydrated lime, water and sand. Lime plaster is different from why you're reading this, Kevin. You're supposed to be reading about Diego Rivera. Remember why we came here? Now you've went to fresco, now you're onto lime plaster. You've got fucking ADD. I'm Googling. Have I got attention deficit disorder? I'm taking the University of Maryland 6 short questions to determine if I have attention deficit disorder. I'm about to diagnose myself with a mental health condition because of this fucking phone. That's Tadger and his wee shitey dog. Even my dog is looking at me as if, get over it, Kev, hurry up and throw that tennis ball. Give me a minute, Annie. I'm no well, I'm mentally ill. Please be patient. I need your support just now, dog. Taking the test, the University of Maryland, 6 short questions to determine if I have attention deficit disorder. Do you sometimes struggle with the finer parts of a project once the challenging parts have been finalised? All of the time? Most of the time? Some 10 celebrities you didn't know were gay. Don't get near it, Kevin. Don't click on it. Don't fucking click on it. Don't get near it. 14 reasons you are always tired. Oh, I'm always tired. I think I might have that chronic fatigue syndrome. Fucking finish the ADD test. How the fuck can I finish the ADD test if I've got ADD? I went back. I read about Rivera. I got tooled up on this guy, educated myself. Diego Rivera was born in 1886. Rivera began painting at the age of 3 years old, a year after the death of his twin brother. Rivera would paint on his bedroom walls. His parents, rather than chastise him, installed chalkboards and canvas on his bedroom walls to encourage his gift. At the age of just 10 years old, Rivera was accepted into the San Carlos Academy of Fine Art in Mexico City, where he studied until 1907, before moving to Europe, where he became friends with Pablo Picasso. I've got fucking shit all the time.